Hi everyone,
Welcome.
welcome to JICAF Podcast
And this is the 2025
highlight episode. Today we have a very special guest from Manila,
Mr.
Mr. Dan Matutina. Welcome to Jakarta, Dan Matutina.
Happy to
Clap,
be
clap,
here.
clap.
Clap. So yeah, Mr. Dan here is super famous. Like in Manila, everyone knows
Super
him.
respected.
Yeah, but in Indonesia, maybe this is the first time you meet him. So with like,
You
Mr.
to
Dan, yeah.
introduce yourself here, please.
yeah, to the audience.
Hello, I'm Dan Matutina. I'm a designer and illustrator from Manila, Philippines. So I am an illustrator, but I also run a design studio. We do a lot of identity works. That's why, like some of my friends here in Indonesia, some of them are illustrators, like Karier, and
Nice.
a lot of them are also designers, like
I see.
Andy.
I see.
So that's
No
kind of like-
science work. Yeah, that's all
that's
your
why,
friend,
like,
right?
I've known them like I've only met them like after the pandemic.
Okay.
That explains.
Yeah.
Okay, so you meet them where?
I've met Andy. I actually met him in Tokyo
Oh,
when we went there.
okay.
But most of everything were only online. The pandemic,
okay.
because of design.
Yeah, so you originally came from a graphic design background, right?
Yeah, I guess I was doing both. So when I was in university, I took up in the Philippines. There's no specific design
Oh,
degree, so
really?
it's more of like visual communication.
Ah,
Ah, okay. Same here, actually.
okay.
Yeah.
Because it was more, I guess, towards the path of advertising, not really
Okay.
as a graphic designer. But now I think it's changing slowly. Even the communications courses are producing more designers than
Oh.
advertising people. I would
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
So, like, how do you feel like being invited here?
Yeah,
at-
becoming and featured to be one of JICAF highlighted artists.
I think I actually met Sunny in Manila 2 years ago. No?
Yeah, 2 years ago, yeah.
Yeah,
Actually, I invited him 2 years ago.
Yeah, I invited me 2 years
Yeah.
ago, and but it was okay because I honestly don't like I like going to fairs to
Okay.
support and also to organize, but I don't like going to fairs to produce.
To sit and talk.
to sit, talk, produce, and sell stuff. Because I don't know, maybe I'm not good at it. So for GCAF, what I guess the reason why I said yes is one, because Sunny asked me. Two is because I was looking for an excuse to do something.
Okay.
But honestly, I'm not so confident in like producing something because it's not something I do. And then when Glenford was here 2 years ago, I think he said that the setup was different. So I thought, maybe that's a good excuse. I don't have to sit there and talk to people. I just put things. But still, it's not something I'm so confident in doing because most of my illustration work are commissioned work.
Yeah.
Like, so there's a project, I create illustrations for campaign, publication, all those things. So I'm more confident in that kind of setup. But producing something is it's quite new for me and different. So I'm happy to be here that I don't have to sit.
But podcast is fine, right?
Podcast is fine, right? Because you don't have to meet anyone outside.
I don't know why, but it's really hard. Like I'm really super impressed with like artists, illustrators who go to fairs. Because it's like it's a different thing. I've gone to a lot of fairs to be a judge,
Okay.
jury. But jury is like just you're standing there and
Yeah.
so it's easier.
It's easier.
It's hard to produce work.
Yeah, you need a bigger social battery.
Yeah.
Because in the traditional illustration fair, you have to promote your works like
Yep.
inside your booth.
Yeah. So and then you have to be there, and sometimes if you need to go have a lunch break, or you can talk to the other illustrators, so it can be challenging. I guess the other side of it is people like it also when you're promoting the work and you're there. So maybe that's the advantage.
appeal.
Yeah, that's the advantage.
I see. So, did it match the description that Glenn Bao told you about
JICAF?
Yeah, judging
How
from last
JICAF
night.
works.
Yeah, and maybe more. Like I'm super impressed, to be honest. It's like I'm looking at the things. I'm like, oh shit, sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
it's
You can
okay.
curse.
Yeah, you can curse.
I was like, how do they do this? Like it's so hard to organize an event and to set things, and this one's super impressive. And I was like, I've been taking a lot of photos and sending to everyone. Look at this, look at how they do things. And even your uniforms, I'm so annoyed. It looks so cool. Like, oh, why do they have really nice vest and uniform?
Thank you so much.
I'm so annoyed.
I send you the link. It's for sale. Yeah, but it's yellow. Okay, it's in yellow.
That's the challenge with the yellow. It's like you need to be cool to wear it. At least purple, it's a bit, understated.
Yeah, it's subtle. It's subtle cool. Okay.
Okay, then. What is your hero item?
What do you bring?
Yeah, that you've brought to JICAF this year.
This is the weird part, no? So I'm selling in a booth in a podcast.
Okay.
I'm standing there.
Selling to us.
Yeah.
So we can sell
please,
your works.
Please sell.
Is it a thing here in Jakarta, like live selling?
Live selling.
TikTok.
In the
TikTok.
Philippines, it's a big thing. Like that.
Yeah.
You go on the camera.
Please.
Okay.
Yeah, this is
so
check out here.
So what I did, you don't have to buy it, but what I did, like what I was selling earlier. I'm not really good with like fairs, so for here it was an excuse for me to create something different that I haven't done before, because like some of the things that are printed there, they're all works I've done for various brands and projects. So this one I tried to create something new. So we have a folk song called Bahay Kubo. I don't know if you have a version of it here, but in the Philippines it's a song about 18 vegetables. And Kubo is the nipa, the hut. What's
the
it
hut.
called here?
Pondok.
Yeah, the hut.
Hut, like made from straw and very native material. Then there's that song, and the song mentions 18 different vegetables.
I see.
So I thought like
this song everyone know
in the Philippines. So here,
it's like traditional song.
like a folk song for kids.
Yeah.
And so when I was invited, I was thinking, maybe I should just create like a characters and a different line of sort of like products using these different characters that I was going to develop. So that's what I did. So all the posters, the prints, various other material, postcards, and even this one, they're all the same things. Like I designed 18 different characters. Well, 16 because 3 I put all together, and then I placed them all in the box. And I don't know if that's a big thing here in Indonesia, but in the Philippines, the OFW is a big thing. So a lot of our countrymen, they leave the Philippines, so they work in other countries. So it's like a big diaspora. Filipinos going to America or Europe to work, to find work. And when they send things back to the country, they put it in a balikbayan box, kind of like this. So I tried to put it in this kind of box, so sort of like a simulation of how it is. But
Okay. That's why you put the caution.
And then so made it into more of like a mystery box because, well.
This is a mystery box. You don't know which one.
I don't know. I don't even know what's inside.
Okay. So don't open it. It's a mystery, guys.
Yeah, it's a mystery, guys. These are the silhouettes of the characters,
of the possible things that you'll find inside. So I just thought it would be a nice
What is this? Statues? Or
kind of like
it's a resin statue?
A resin or 3D print?
3D printed.
3D printed. Okay, 3D printed resin statue. Where people can look what's inside, like in your Instagram?
I don't know where.
You don't know where?
I think yes.
Did you send the catalog to us?
I sent the catalog, but you don't see what's inside. But maybe I'll post.
I think you definitely need to post. Okay, no one's buying
It's a mystery
total
box.
mystery box.
It's a total mystery box.
Sorry.
Okay.
But like I said, I'm not good in selling products, but
Oke, sebelum lanjut sama Dan Matutina, for those yang mau dapetin karya-karya Dan Matutina, kalian bisa dapetin ya karya ini di JICAF, ada di second floor, di lantai 2, di boothnya Dan Matutina langsung gitu. Selama penyelenggaraan JICAF sampai tanggal 5 Oktober 2025.
Betul.
Oke, jadi jangan tunggu apa-apa lagi. Kalau misalnya udah langsung kayak lucu nih, beli langsung bungkus, bayar, bawa kasir.
Kalau masih belum kenal juga, coba di follow IG-nya.
Dan Matutina.
Dan Matutina, dicari aja Google.
Your Instagram is Twisted Fork, right?
Yeah.
Twisted Fork.
Yeah, switched it for it.
Yeah, because he owns a lot of restaurants, right?
Ah, nice. So basically, you
Some,
are
a few. But itu just with friends.
okay.
Ya, so coba cari tahu siapa Serdan ini karena karya-karyanya luar biasa.
Luar
Kalau
biasa,
pernah lihat
guys.
tuh ada poster Skytree,
Yeah.
Skytree, right? That's Skytree.
Shibuya Sky.
Shibuya Sky.
Shibuya Sky, yeah.
Keren banget itu posternya.
Stunning work
Ya.
from Dan. So Dan, how would you describe the experience from your own perspective? Ya? Maksudnya
In terms of creative process.
Creative process as a designer, as an illustrator.
Working in the Philippines.
Yeah.
When I was younger, it was harder because it wasn't really like an option. So when I went to university, my parents weren't really not that they weren't encouraging, but the arts or the creative was not like a viable career. I don't know if it's the same here, but in the Philippines,
I feel you.
like-
I feel you, Dan.
So I was more when I was in high school, my path was more like science and technology. So that was supposed to be my path, but then I didn't follow it. So I took up fine arts. I took up visual communication, and
Like double degree?
no, there's no major. So it's very broad.
Okay.
So visual communication is under fine arts.
Oh,
College
see.
of Fine
Okay.
Arts. So the major is visual communication.
visual communication.
But there are also other majors like painting and the more traditional arts. So I took visual communication because I guess it was closest to what a commercial
I see.
commercial artist
Yeah.
path. So I took that, and then when I was in school, I was more interested in film because I had a professor who was a very good graphic designer, but also a production designer for film. And then, but film was so hard to
Yeah.
make and produce.
And so expensive.
Yeah.
You need a team to be able
Yeah,
to
yeah.
produce it. So
That's true.
I looked for another option, which was like design, graphic design, and illustration. So that's when I really enjoyed doing it. Apart from like just still doing film, but in the context of school, but not as a professional. So I went into advertising because that was the viable career again after university. But I didn't stay too long. I left because I didn't like advertising. So I started a design studio with other friends, and then that's when I started taking illustration as more of like a professional career. And then so until now, I've been doing independent work as an illustrator and designer since 2000, long time ago, since 2006,
2000.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
like 19.
19
Wow.
years.
Yeah, I don't have to ask your age.
Yeah, I'm so old. I'm so old, but
Senior.
but yeah, that was kind of hard actually, but it's fun. I guess it's like choosing a creative career. It's I would say a commitment also, and being committed in the work is part of the choice of being a creative person.
So is it in the Philippines? Is it now more viable? Illustration is more viable option or not?
I think more viable than what it
Then-
was before, but still challenging. So, but what I notice now though is that there's a lot of like design or creative schools that are opening. So I just take it as a sign that the mindset has changed. Yeah, a bit. So because I've like over the pandemic and even after the pandemic, I would get like messages and calls for mentorship for high school students that young. So I was asking them, why are you in the creative? why are you choosing like a creative path? You're still in like high school or middle school, and they're like, oh, my parents support me. So I just thought of it as like a kind of like a different.
Yeah.
The times have changed.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's
A new generation parents.
so the parents are more supportive of taking a creative career. But to answer your question, I'm not sure if it's more viable now. But I would say maybe the parents are more supportive of their kids.
It's starting to become more viable. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, they think it's viable now.
They think-
They think it's viable now.
so it's an illusion.
Yeah, it's an illusion. Yeah, it's tough, guys. But yeah, we love doing it. So like you, Serdan, you have like this distinctive style, at least to me. Do you like like how do you evolve? Like this is something you start with or
Constantly,
or,
yeah.
or you started doing like myself, I'm doing comics. Comics is big in Manila, or you start drawing like comic stuff or like
Yeah.
right now.
So when I was in university, I wanted to be a comic book artist, but then I realized I wasn't good. Then I realized I wasn't good making comics. I tried again. I'll give you the comics.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
It's not. I didn't draw it though. I just wrote it. But anyway, so to answer your
Nice.
question, I wanted to be a comic book artist. But when I was in school, I was more of like a watercolor. Like
Oh wow.
that was my thing, and then the current style came to be because like what I said earlier, was more into like the science and tech stuff when I was in high school. Even when I was in college, I think one of the jokes in college was that because if you go to fine arts, I don't know if it's the same here in Indonesia, but if you go to fine arts, normally fine arts students would fail their math, science, all those other courses because they're not interested. But me, I was
But not
I
you.
was enjoying it. So when I was trying to discover my style, I found out like okay, this very geometric, angular thing works within my interests, and the old science books I would read more or less would have the same like appeal. And there were a lot of Filipino master artists, like really they're all dead, but
So you're using all the golden ratio and everything.
So trying to put things together that I
Yeah.
liked, and the watercolor aspect of what I was doing before, I tried to put it in sort of like the textures, the earlier textures I would do in my work. So I just put everything together, and then I was like, okay, maybe this is something that works. And eventually, when I started posting that kind of style, people liked it, and brands would come in and commission me to do various different works. So yeah, that's how I looked up the style. It's not honestly, I don't know if some people say it's unique, but original, but I'm not sure because it's a lot of things put together, but it's something that I like doing. Maybe
Okay.
I see. And like how long did you develop like this like angular style, like or it's becoming synonymous to Dan Matutina?
I think it took a while. I think compared to now, in the Philippines, I don't know if it's the same here. A lot of like illustrators are pressured to become successful right away or to find a style that becomes successful for them. But I know it's hard because you see it in Instagram and social media that there are a lot of really good illustrators and designers. So maybe you feel pressure that you're not successful. But for me, it took a while. Like maybe it took me roughly maybe 6 or 7 years trying to work on it and trying to refine it. Even until now, I still tweak a bit. Like sometimes maybe I should change this and not do this anymore. So it's an ongoing
Process.
Yeah, it's an ongoing process. And I would say though, like as an illustrator, the challenge can be you can get bored with the style that you're doing because it becomes a bit repetitive. But it's the reason why I like also doing design. Because in design, I can so different. I don't have to have a style. So I just create like an identity work. And if it needs an illustration that's not necessarily my style, I can still practice my other skills like hand-drawn illustration or a bit more different. But I tried to separate both because like I guess that's a challenge. You're identified with a style, but it's okay. Like so you can work in that style. And then when I design, I don't have to be
Too strict on how you treat the illustration.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay, we're moving out to the business side, yeah.
Business
I know.
side.
Okay. Being based in the Philippines, how do you see the opportunities and challenges of building a creative career there?
In the Philippines, it's also really hard. I think. I'm not sure if it's the same for Southeast Asia, but in the Philippines, it's like.
Because it's,
Do you agree?
it's emojis. It's like emojis.
I guess all of us are in the same in the same situation. So, but I would say in the Philippines, it's harder to be like a mid-career creative person than like a young one or an established one. Because, for example, if you become established, people like they're the ones who approach you, commission you for the work. But it's hard to get to that point, right?
Okay.
But if you're young, I guess you can take on a lot of projects, and sometimes young illustrators and designers, they're open more to doing a lot of things like with a lower fee, right? So it's not that it's easier, but it's hard to do it, but you can get projects. But when you become like a mid-career designer, you're not sure if you should charge high and to get the more established one, or you lower your price. So I see a lot of like illustrators or designers in that kind of like mid-career situation that's a bit more challenging. But in general, yeah, it's hard. But I guess one thing I would say is that there's a lot of creative events in the Philippines, like for comics, sticker con, like a lot of fairs, and now illustration fair, art fair. So I would say it's improving. It improved compared to when I was younger, but it's still really challenging. And right now, the one of the good things now, is that there's government support for
nice.
creative. So there's a lot of design events, all those different things. It took a long time to get there, but that's one of the things I would say it's
Getting there, yeah.
yeah.
And is it why you are also the founder of MIF, right? Manila Illustration Fair.
Yeah, I'm the founder.
You're the founder, the first organizer.
Yeah.
Like, can you tell how, why, and how does now is the third also? I think it's same year. I think we are started same year, right?
Yep. Yeah. Yes.
2023.
23.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I
yes,
think we
yes.
started same year.
Yeah. Yes.
I think it's bigger now.
Yeah, it's bigger than when we started it. Why did I start it? Is the question. I would say because I always get invited to judge for other illustration fairs
In Manila.
in for example Bangkok or
Okay.
different
I
countries, and I would say like, maybe this is something that we can do also in the Philippines. But honestly, the things that you guys are doing here, I don't know how you can do something like this in Manila. But let's just say like, okay, if we. Yeah, when I was there, I was like, let's
You
just
talk to Glorieta.
mall. No?
The mall.
It's so hard. So the reason why I started it, because it just happened that there was a new property that was being built that I was helping, that I also had a space. And when it was being built, a lot of the things were bare. So there were no restaurants yet. So I thought, maybe this is a good time to do it because we don't have to pay for the rent. And there's sort of like a big-ish space. But it wasn't so big. So the timing just made sense at that time, 2023. And I said like, okay, maybe we should just do this. So I just told everyone in the studio, let's do this. And then I asked all my friends to be the jury, like from different countries. And then I asked my friends who own businesses to give money to put things. So it was super informal.
production.
It was informal. Like, let's just do it. So we just did it to start, and then afterwards I realized I don't want to do it again.
Why?
I mean, the question is, why do you want to do it again? So
It's hard.
it's so hard. I was like, I don't want to do this again. So from then on, I think there was no illustration fair for like a year and a half, I think, and then
Until
until Glenn and the other first batch decided they wanted to do it because
the second edition inside the campus, right?
yeah. Because we always got invited. One of the so after illustration fair, they invited me to put an illustration booth in an art fair, like the most prestigious art fair in the Philippines, like Art Fair Philippines. So normally it's for contemporary artists,
Right.
like the top artists in the Philippines. So they invited me to put an illustration fair booth there. So I was like, okay, sige. So I put up a booth and then invited all the first batch illustrators again.
Okay.
And then I think the I don't know if it's a pressure, but the reason why I think they were pressured to start a new illustration fair is because someone invited us again to go to a fair, and I was telling them, so it's always going to be you guys in different venue, and it seems like you're the only guy stuck in that illustration fair. So I guess they decided maybe they have to do it so the roster changes.
Right.
I think they're doing a really good thing. So I'm just there to advise, but they can really do everything themselves. They're really good, and I think the thing about illustration fairs and organizing everything. Like the old people, yes, okay, but the younger ones, they're really they're really good in bringing things together.
Shout out to Glenn Lumbau.
Yeah,
Shout out to
Good job.
Glenn. Good job.
I think Glenn Lumbau, Ross do is
Ross
it?
do.
Yeah. Rosdu,
Pilarica.
Is it Rika?
Rika.
Rika.
Yeah. So most of the old, the first batch,
The first batch.
the old, they're younger.
They're younger than us, right?
The first batch who were part of
Yeah.
Manila Illustration Fair that was organized.
Nice. Okay. So we heard that you've built 2 studios right now, right? It's
Two
the
or one?
Plus.
Is it?
Yeah, yeah.
That's true. Yeah, it's Plus 63 and Hydra Design Group, right?
Yeah.
Correct. What drove you to start them?
So Plus 63 is really my studio. So it's a small studio. I started it because I wanted to run a design studio because I like designing, creating identities, like various other like design for objects, among other things. And like I said earlier, I like doing design because it's a good break from illustration. That I can do illustration my style, but design, I can work on what the brief is and create something for it. Hydra came in because we got this space where you went to, like Caravan.
Yeah.
It's a creative compound where a lot of restaurants and galleries are based now. And there was a big space, and the landlord invited me if I wanted to do something. But it was a big space, and I don't think I'll be able to afford the whole thing myself. So I asked all my other designer friends if they wanted to
Feel the
so become a collective,
Yeah,
so we can fill in the space.
Yeah.
So that's Hydra. So there are like 4 different design studios,
Oh, nice.
and with different disciplines. So we work on projects together, but we also have independent projects from each
Okay.
other. So sometimes if we would work on like a project for a mall, we would be there. Then the interior designers will design the space. I would do the design of the identity or the creative direction. Then Acid House, they do animation and motion.
Oh, so Acid House is part of the Hydra Group.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So
You know
they're-
them?
nice. Acid House is like Glenn, yeah. Glenn before
Glenn became an intern
became an
there.
intern in Acid House.
Oh, okay.
I've met them in Pixorama.
Yeah. They gave a talk in Pixorama.
Yeah, Pixorama in
Ivan and
Kuala
Blaine.
Lumpur. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're all in the same space, so we would work on different projects together. And
Okay, nice.
I see.
Yeah.
So Plus 63 is inside
Your
Hydra.
studio,
Yeah,
inside
inside
Hydra.
Hydra.
And
Inside,
Hydra is the
okay.
group,
yeah, the
the
group.
collective
I see.
design studio.
And then our lobby is a restaurant we also made, so it's
Nice.
like when you go
It's
inside,
very nice place. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah, we have to
Yeah.
go there again.
Yeah,
go to
nice.
Grafica, yeah.
Yeah,
Grafica?
Grafica on February.
So, right.
Grafica is
Manila.
There? No.
No.
But in
Oh.
Manila.
Go
Yeah,
to-
when we
okay.
visit to Grafica,
Okay.
we,
Okay.
we go to Hydra.
That's a plan.
That's a plan.
So if someone orders your illustration, it's not your company, it's you. It's not Plus 63. or
It's me.
same?
It's me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, it's different.
It's part of Plus 60.
Oh, it's
It's
different.
just me doing.
You are doing
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So everything
Okay.
I do my own style.
So you don't need to balance anything. It's your day job, right? If
yeah.
there's-
Yeah,
okay. So it's not on the side. You're not doing illustrations on the side.
No. It's both our full-time jobs. I just have 2
Nice.
different identities. So when I become a designer, I'm just like designer. I become an illustrator. I'm like, oh, sweet. So yeah, essentially this.
I see. So because I see, because you are taking everything. You will work with big brands.
Yeah.
How do you maintain, like, do you have any, because some of us, some of the illustrators here are starting working with brands.
Yeah.
Do you have any tips? Like, how do you maintain
Consistency
yeah.
and balance. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a very, very, very good question. That's quite hard to answer, especially if you're younger. Like, do you follow what the brand wants?
Yeah.
I don't know here in Indonesia, but in the Philippines, there's like a peg culture. Is it a thing here? Like the client
what's
tells you like,
yeah,
we like
yeah.
this illustrator.
Yeah, the same here
Though
also.
this, it's called a peg. What do you call it here? Like they just
We call it, I don't know.
I think it's a reference, right?
Okay, yeah,
It's a reference. Yeah, it's a benchmark. Right? Yeah.
So sometimes it happens, like if you're a younger illustrator, you're forced to sort of like copy a style. But what I noticed, like in the past how many years, that changed because there's a lot more presence of illustrators online and in events. So some of the brands, they see, this is the illustrator that we like. Maybe we work with that style of the illustrator. So events like this and social media really help.
Yeah, it's helping.
Because like 5 years ago or more than 5 years ago, it was different. Like there's always a lot of complaint from illustrator that they're doing something that's not within the style that they're doing. So yeah, if you're an illustrator, I guess the advice working with brands is, I guess, keep within your identity and style, because I would say that's the reason why they approached you, right? Like you have something unique to tell or
but
to share.
But then even sometimes they ask you something that is kind of different from what you usually do. Did they ever ask you that?
Did they ever ask me that? Maybe a long time ago.
Oh, not now.
Maybe not now. Not
Oh, now you're very established. I think, but we just have some recent experience with some of our illustrators being asked something that is not really them. So they're even like shy to promote that after they publish.
But that's also valid. Like I think if you don't like the work that you made, it's okay not to post it. So I mean, it's not unique to younger illustrators. It also happens to me. Like if there's a work that I think through the whole process it doesn't look
like you,
like me, or something that I wanted. Like the style still looks the same, but sometimes the content that you don't really agree with is there. Like the element is there, and like, oh no, it looks so bad, I don't want it anymore. So what I do is I just don't post and promote it. So I think that's okay.
It's okay.
It's part of the whole thing. It's, I guess you get judged by in my opinion, you get judged by the things that you promote the things that you've curated of your work versus the things that you've done that people don't see, I would say. Because at the end of the day, it's like, especially in the Philippines, at the end of the day, you need to get a project to sustain your living, right? So
that's right.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay. You have worked with some major clients and brands, right? So how do you build and maintain those relationships? Like, are you keeping them like as a retainer or a coming back client, something like that? And are they important enough to build your career as a studio?
I think for me, I don't necessarily have like a retainer client.
Okay.
It's more of like every project is
unique
and new. I guess but to qualify, there was a time that my style was popular with like certain magazines. So the magazines would always
use your illustration.
And then after a season, because it's different, that's the thing about publication and magazines, that there's sort of like a look.
Right.
So there are years wherein your look is the thing that defines them. So they'd get you all the time. But then when it changes, it becomes a bit different now. So so it's not a retainer, but sort of kind of like that.
Sort of seasonal stuff.
Yeah. So I think that's a challenge with illustrators. I guess it's different for like a comic book artist or illustrator.
Yeah, you have to maintain the consistency, something like that.
But for illustrators, like especially the ones here in MIF, like one of them would become super popular, but the popularity really is like it's like a chart. Sometimes you get super popular, and then after a few years, because if for example for my style, or this year it's all angular and very sci-fi modern looking thing, and 3 years from now people would like more a hand-drawn thing, because it's sort of like a counter to what the style was defined before. So that's kind of like a life of an illustrator.
It's a cycle.
Yeah, it's a cycle. So and to say like the brands, the I guess the good thing about working with big brands, I would say, is that it gives you a certain reputation. For example, if people see that you've worked with a big popular brand, they think like okay, this person is like legit.
What's your biggest
client?
Oh my god.
Or break?
My biggest break, I would say, was when I worked with Wired.
Wired magazine. So the editorial.
Yeah. So because I was a big fan of that magazine. And
Right.
then when they invited me, I was like, oh, I was super happy to work on it. But the interesting part about it was that the first time they approached me, I don't think I did a good job because they didn't come back for like more than a year. And then, but the good thing is they came back again.
Okay.
Like,
Oh,
so 1 year I did something and I think they didn't like it. I was like, oh no, what did I do?
But did they use your work?
They used the
Okay.
work, but I was super happy, I was so proud. Oh,
But
and then why are these
Then
guys
silence.
not coming back again? And then I started doing other things. Of course, I was super sad. Still improving. I was like, I used this motivation. I was like, oh, maybe the work I did was crap, so I should do more things. And then they came back again. I was like, oh, maybe it worked. And then from there, it became a bit more consistent. So, so it's
all right. Yeah, I think we are at the end of the show.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this is more like so people can learn from you for the younger generation. Looking back at your own journey, what lessons you wish you knew back then, and what you would tell the young artists today?
I think I don't know if it's applicable here in.
I think we are very similar.
Okay.
Like Jakarta and Manila. I think we are. Jakarta is Manila reverse, or Jakarta is Manila without Jollibee.
Without Jollibee. Yeah. There's no Jollibee.
No Jollibee here.
Jollibee, there's no Jollibee.
Yeah. What's your popular?
KFC. It's brand. Yeah,
local
let's
brand.
edit.
Okay, so,
Our favorite
Yeah,
is
but everything else but Jollibee.
okay. So I would say the one of the things that I hope I learned when I was younger was that if you go into like a creative work and you want to be a professional, is that you should really treat it like it's a business. I think people, there's a misconception wherein that you're doing creative work that, I mean, there's always a thing you see online that, oh, if you're doing passion and thing, it doesn't feel like work. Yes,
Right.
It's a bit different. Creative work is a bit different from other work wherein you're doing something that you're passionate about. But I think people shouldn't understand it that it's not like work, that it's not a profession.
Work is work.
Yeah,
Work
because
is work,
it is. And when I started my first studio, when I started working independently, professionally, that's one of the things that I didn't know about, like doing something. Like, okay, I have to do this. I have to get this thing. And okay, if I work with a bigger client, they need all these different papers, like the paperwork, the admin stuff. That's so hard being a creative person because it's
That's true.
I mean, you can hire people, but of course, if you're starting out,
That's right.
it's
Yeah.
hard. Like you have to do everything yourself. So I think that's one of the things that I should have taken things seriously when I was starting out. And right now, that's always the thing that I tell younger designers, illustrators who ask me, because it can be a bit shocking. Because if you have a day job, right, like everything is taken care of by the company. Like they handle everything.
Yeah.
But when you start your own thing, you handle everything yourself. And
Yeah, it's your responsibility.
yeah, exactly. And now
you
you're doing,
only.
yeah, now you're doing something, illustrating, and then all this back end things
Yeah.
you have to work, and it's
Yeah.
super challenging. So I think that's one of the things. I don't know if here in Indonesia you have like there are talks or events wherein you talk about like the professional side of things, because in the Philippines it's very popular. Like it's just small events,
Yeah.
but it's a very popular thing that younger illustrators and designers are asked for.
nice.
Well, it's like
That's the
monthly
culture.
thing, or
Not really, like just
It's a
from time to
conference.
time. It's a small thing. Like for example, there's a
Okay.
venue, and then everyone likes
it's a
to
get
talk about-
together thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like an
like
open
a-
studio,
yeah.
and then yeah.
kind of like a business.
Yeah, I think in the community they did that, right?
Who?
No, like
Min-
ADKE, or,
Manager.
yeah, or campus minus manager also.
Minus manager.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think we have some similar thing, but not specifically for
Yeah.
illustrators or designers. But that's a good idea.
Yeah,
We
so-
should do it, I guess.
Yeah, and sometimes people, accountants would attend and people talk also, and sometimes
lawyers,
lawyers and people from intellectual property would go.
IP,
So
makes sense.
because a lot of things are, if you're creative, sometimes you just want to
Yeah.
create
Yeah.
something, but later on you don't know the legal aspect of like who
That's true.
owns the copyright of things.
Yeah.
Because when just to add, when I was I guess doing professional work already, there's always been a lot of questions about who owns the copyright of the work, and and right now it's changed a bit in the Philippines, because before clients always thought that when they commission you, they own everything, and we were trying to promote that there's only like usage rights, use the post. So those are the things that gets talked about in those kind of events.
Understand. I think it's true.
Yeah.
It's super important, and I hope like the audience can learn from you, and and if you are here in JICAF, Serdan will be here until when?
Until later.
Until later today, you can cegat di depan pintu podcast.
You can stop Dan Matutina while he's here.
Yeah, and don't forget to check Serdan's stuff on the second floor.
Yeah.
He has a booth there. Check out the mystery box. That super mystery box, because
karena di Instagramnya aja
di
nggak ada.
Instagramnya aja nggak ada. Ya, jadi but he promised to post later. So please post so people can know, and
jangan lupa datang ke acara Meet the Artist di jam 19.30 sampai jam 20.30 ya.
Ya, later tonight.
Ya, later tonight. Jadi hanya di JICAF sebelum Bapak dan Matutinanya kembali ke Manila. Jadi teman-teman bisa beli artwork dan produknya Dan Matutina dan ketemu di acara Meet the Artist jam 19.30 sampai jam 20.30 di area signing session ya.
Betul, di depan podcast.
Di depan podcast area. Lalu katanya bisa ditandatanganin gitu.
Ya.
So Dan, thank you so much for tuning in and for coming to Jakarta to JICAF
it's an honor
2025.
Thanks for inviting me.
And for sharing the stories, your experience. I hope it's Oh, situ.
Iya,
situ. Sorry.
Kita
lagi ngomong sama dia.
Oh iya, benar juga. Disuruh ke situ sama produser. Ya, maklum ya, podcast baru pertama kali kan.
Iya. Sorry, kami adalah podcaster pemula.
Iya. We're new.
Keep supporting the amazing illustrator and creators who make JICAF so special, and thank you so much everyone yang sudah mendengarkan gitu. Keep on supporting lokal ilustrator, international ilustrator, dan beli karya-karyanya di JICAF. And see you there in the next episode of JICAF Podcast. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.